Hey everyone, good morning or afternoon, wherever you are. Gosh, it's almost the middle of August. Bitch. Time is flying by, okay? This year is like halfway over or more. Lord, good. Let's say hi to some of you people. Amazing Grace, right? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. But we're going to have, we're going to do a little something, we're going to have a little more substance over here. We're not going to be yelling and screaming and, saying vile, nasty things. We're going to keep it cute over here. Okay. Glass House. Hello. Billy, TM, Ross, Crimes, Amy, Veritas, Quiz, Pretty Pixie, Val, hello. Thank you all for coming in. Okay, so as we know, I cover Ernie's show. He's my content. And I'm going to get actually, you know what? Like, I don't need to explain myself on why I do anything on here. Okay. This is my channel. It's my platform. And I don't care. Okay. I do not care. I'm going to talk about what I want to talk about. And today I'm going to talk about some behavior I saw that concerned me. Hey, sweet tea girl. I'm still standing. Hello, Constance. Cass. Hello, Constance. Hey, bitch. Okay, so yes, I saw some behavior. It was a little bit concerning. And I just, from an outsider's point of view, I feel like it's worth going over because I stay pretty, I look at it, I zoom out, I look at it through a lens where it's not all, contaminated, convoluted, like I'm not on any sides, I'm not on any, I'm the type of person that looks at what the truth is, and I look at what I find, in my opinion, acceptable, unacceptable. I cover bad behavior, I cover good behavior, I cover bad actors. My channel is, we're satirical over here. We keep it light and we keep it moving. Okay, that's it. Hey, Chibi girl. So Hatfield and McCoy, those people, they put out interviews with the parents of Summer Wells, and then they took them down. Okay. And then they vanished, and now they're back. And I questioned why they took those down so quickly, why they vanished, and then why they're back. And that's weird. Okay, that's weird to me. All in 2 days. When you do an interview like that, one or two things is going on. One, you are being scolded for that so badly that you packed it up and left because you were scared, or two, the private investigators or Don and Candace are threatening to sue the fuck out of you because they said not to film and you did. One of two things, in my opinion. There's no other reason why you take that down. They're back. Hey, Nevaeh. And they are, I'm curious if it's the Wells. It might be, because where they claim they know who yes, we're going to get into that. If you know who it is, go to law enforcement and present your evidence and let's get it, let's go, right? What are we waiting for? my initial concern with this was that they put that interview out in 3 parts. I don't know why, because that just screams, I'm going to keep these people wanting more and more. I want more clicks and views. I need more, it just screams content for the wrong reasons, in my opinion. Again, this is my opinion. And also, I beat up Ernie all the time about doing shit like this. So this isn't personal at all. Okay. Like, I beat Ernie's ass virtually all the time about this shit. So don't think I'm picking on anybody. I will light your ass up if I see something weird or wrong or whatever. It is what it is. Again, I'm a little tiny channel over here. Hey, Jonathan. And you can listen to it or not. I'm not everyone's cup of tea. But, I'm going to say how I feel. You might get a little nugget of, something worth taking consideration or not. But hey, I'm just going to do it anyway. Yes. Okay. So they came back, and the other day they were alluding to them being, right up there with how Jesus was crucified on the cross. And that was a little bit much. We're already coming into this with some sensitive feelings. We're already feeling away. We're already kind of like backpedaling and stuff. And yes, they're just at the beginning. I'm further ahead in knowledge of this, of what's going on now. Like, for real, I'm further in knowledge of this, like the people, places, things, series of events. Like, again, I'm not covering the case. I'm covering the people that are, I guess, covering the case. Hey, again, I don't need to explain myself. If anyone wants to give me shit about this, just chalk it up to, I changed my mind. How about that? Hey, Rusty. The real deal, Holyfield. Yes. Yes. Okay. So, this person, oops. This is Mr. Fred McCoy. And he is a retired police officer of 40 years. He is very confident in his skills and abilities and superpowers and all that stuff. He found the sniper. Kudos to you. Like, that's badass, bro. Like, good job, man. Like, kudos, okay? Me too. And her, it says a lot about how she reacts to what other people are doing on here in regard to the case and what they're, like, she was freaking out the other night. Like, she was having a whole meltdown, in my opinion. So he says, get cadaver dogs and go search. Lord. Okay. So like me, sir, Fred and Sheila, like, we're super late to the party. Okay. We're super duper late to the party. But that's okay, because sometimes being late to the party is beneficial, because I didn't get to see all that crazy stuff go down. I didn't watch the drama. I'm not tainted. My opinion is not coloring how I feel about this now. With Jody, I feel like it's less about her words and more about her behavior. And whenever she gets heightened, that's when you need to pay attention, because she goes on for 10 hours. Better than late to the party. Amen. And if you guys wouldn't mind liking my video and sharing it out if you want, that would be awesome. Awesome, awesome. Fred is reappearing and he is working from a deficit. I'm going to critique his live stream. I'm going to have it on 1.5 speed. But I have the captions on. So if you don't speak country, you'll be able to read it on the screen. My first issue I took with this whole thing was his title. I would crucify Ernie Shell if he wrote that title. I don't think that drama and summer should be in the same sentence. Hey, Zib. I don't think that Pretty Pixies say whatever the fuck you want, for real. Say what you want. This is like a free zone, like everyone's theories, opinions, like, yo, it's yours. Your opinion is valid. It's yours. You know? I agree with that. I agree with that. It became more about the theatrics and drama than it did. It just became a mess. Yeah, Tiffany was in here, Jonathan. I'm sure she's around. So the title bothered me because it's like he's preparing for war. We don't want that at all. Like, we are trying to diffuse the situation, because if you look around, a lot of people are mad and really, really, they're hostile against these people. They're hostile against content creators that are, kind of re-exploring things with that case. There's something weird about, like, people think they own this case. They do not at all. I think the people that want to gatekeep the case for selfish reasons or competitive reasons should, like, stay the fuck away. Okay? That's not helpful. Bring the drama. No, we want to diffuse the drama, people. Okay? We want to diffuse the drama of this all. No one needs to be swinging on each other. It's on to me a child pool. I don't know. See, I don't know any of the details about that. But yeah, you can state your opinions in the chat. We are going to do this. Okay. Second, you're biased already because you've got these two looking like, like happy. What's going on here? I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking too into it, but it just, like, the optics of this is just weird to me. Why is this little girl over here with y'all? Like, what are we, I don't know. I don't like it.
Being Christian when I was 16. Now, I'm not going to talk a lot about Christianity. I'm not going to talk a lot about this stuff because I'm not worthy to wash my Lord and Savior's feet. People can misconstrue things that they read, and one thing it say, God bless Fred and Sheila. We meant God bless you all, not God bless Fred and Sheila, which we hope he does, but God bless from Fred and Sheila. People misconstrued that. We tried to just get away, and that's what I did.
I wonder why, though. Why do you think they wanted to get away? Did they receive that much hate? Hey, Wind and Whim. Did they receive that much hate about this?
Something brought me back. Now, I say forever that I think where he leads us, I'll follow, or we follow. Now, Sheila, if you followed our Hatfield McCoy videos, you know that Sheila doesn't get involved in controversial. Sheila's a great investigator, great common sense, great, a lot of computers, a lot of stuff. She doesn't like controversy. She doesn't like arguing with somebody else. Sheila is what I feel is a true Christian. Fred?
Okay, so you're in the wrong place if you're not going to get down and dirty. Okay. We know that you know what goes on. You've watched. This is not like your first time like entering this realm, this climate. They said they were, they have not yet. You are going to have, like, this is brutal out here. This is warfare out here. People are not going to be nicey. You're going to get criticized. You are going to get ripped to shreds up in this bitch. I get ripped to shreds up in this bitch every day. Hey, bite back, Era. And I don't even talk about shit that's important. Your wife is going to get ripped to shreds. You are going to get ripped to shreds. It don't matter. You can be as Christian and Bible thumping as you want. It don't matter. Like the Lord, this place, we're in Revelations, bro. This is spiritual motherfucking warfare over here. You're dealing with the demon. This place is diabolical. Yes, I have been. This is not for the weak. This place is wild. There are a lot of fucked up individuals, a lot of mental illness, a lot of just evil people. So you starting out like this, you don't have to explain shit to anybody, really.
Man, it's just I'm sorry, I struggle. I struggle like a lot of Christians out there, but I know who my God is. I know who my Lord and Savior is. I struggle, and I fail him every moment of every day. Doesn't mean I don't believe in him and his powers and that I don't love God, because I do. And you know what, God, is on this. I'm going to be all over the place on this video. It's okay, because it's me. I'm talking to you. I heard a person say the other day, if there's a God, why didn't God save somewhere else? If there's a God, why didn't, and went on and on and on. And I'm thinking,
who said that?
I'd be afraid. I'd scare me to death to talk.
Who said that, y'all? Who said that? He's calling somebody out. Anybody? Nobody knows. I don't know who said it.
Like that. If you've ever known our Heavenly Father, if you've ever been saved and baptized and felt that inside of you, you know there's a God. There's no denying it. You know it. Now, we may not live up to God's standards or what he wants us to be, but we know that feeling. If you've ever had that feeling, you know it. First thing I want to do, I'm getting plumb off my notes, but I want to talk to Clutch Your Pearls, Michelle After Dark, J for Justice, Unlock Your Reality, Killer, Chris McDowell, Duty Ron, Prayer Garden, Edenville, Justice with Matt Johnson, JLR, Nancy Grace, D True Crime, Z Girl, Summit Ridge Ranch, Unsolved Archives, Midnight Report, Kraken, and I'm sure I've left some of you out. One intentionally. Guys, we got to join forces.
Okay, one intentionally. All right, so there's some slick ass shade. It's Chris McDonough, right? Chris McDonough, not Chris McDowell or whatever. Throwing some shade. All right, so you're going to get it popping over there. I don't know who that is. Yeah, that person, I don't know who that is. He mentions Ernie. He mentions Ernie in there, which I thought was interesting because he blocked Ernie the other day. Ernie called and cussed him the fuck out. He blocked Ernie in his chat and others in his chat when he was live, and he blocked him on the phone or on the messenger thing. But like, what happened now? You know, what happened now?
I don't care how you feel about me, or you shouldn't feel no way about Sheila. Sheila's not mean to anybody.
But they're gonna be mean to her. I'm sorry, like for real. You're entering, like, she can be the nicest lady. She can be like Mother Teresa. You're going to get ripped to shreds. I'm sorry.
I don't care how we feel about each other. I don't care how you feel about our broadcast or how I feel about yours, because by now, you better believe we've been doing some research.
Mm-hmm.
And these are just some of the ones that I think has done some good research. I may not agree with it all. I'm sure they don't agree with all of ours in the little bit of time that we've been doing it. But imagine if you put these forces together along with who, along with God. I don't ever want to refer to him as who. If we put all of us together, along with the TBI, along with the Hawkins County Sheriff's Department investigators, I don't want to take nothing away from nobody. Don't want nothing out of this. Now, he's going to these notes, but it just hit me. Guys, this is not about a reward. Sheila and I don't even know if there's a reward for Summer. If there's a reward for
Okay, you're doing too much. You're over explaining yourself. Like, you're telling on yourself. I wasn't even thinking about that. Like, you're hitting on things that people, I'm sure, aren't even thinking about. Like, you're trying to justify why you would be interested in this. What's understood doesn't need to be explained, right? Naming other content creators, they'll find you. They'll see what you're up to. I mean, you already like got it cracking on here, but then you pulled down your videos, so everyone's kind of like looking at you sideways, okay? But if you start working and doing stuff, they'll find you, they'll see it. Trust me, they will see it. Yes. No money. How you doing? Hey, Basement Jesus. Also appealing to God. There are a lot of non-believers on this platform. And when you start inserting God into everything, people are going to think you're weird. Okay? They're already looking at you sideways. When you start inserting God into everything and preaching, people are going to think you are being a weirdo. Okay? I am a Christian. I'm spiritual. I believe in God. I have great faith. I am strong in my faith. However, I don't shove it down people's throat, and I don't use it like you want to appeal to the masses. If you want people on your side, this should not be like, people are going to be atheists that come around. That doesn't mean they're not worthy of like participating. You know what I mean?
Summer, they can keep it, or they can donate it to the Cancer Society. Give it to the Cancer Society. That would be great. Sheila and I are not after reward. Sheila and I wasn't after clicks. Sheila and I wasn't after viewers. This is our hobby. Believe it or not, I'm telling you as straight faced as I can. We'll put them other videos back up. All the videos will be put back up now, and we'll be making more. Not for clicks, not for.
Okay, quit. Like, say it with your whole chest. Like, you're censoring yourself. This is not genuine. This is not genuine. You can't even say views. Like, you want views. That's okay. That's why you're making videos. What do people do with videos? They watch them, right? You want views. The goal is to get views. You want to spread awareness, right? Say it with your whole chest, bro. Like, I want people to watch what we're doing. This is how we're going to do it. Or just don't even go there. You don't have to justify anything. In order to view, you got to click. That's why, like, it's not even That's not even a thing. It just makes you like tell on yourself, like there's just, you're showing like your motives, it doesn't sit right in my spirit. I want people to watch this. I know it's my 2 cents, but like, I want people to watch this because maybe, I want you to watch this. I doubt you will because I'm in like a whole different area of YouTube and stuff. And like, I'm just a nobody over here. But sometimes like, they're just little pieces that you can maybe take with you and just see, Same with yours. There can be little pieces that people take and see and take out of it. Like all of this, it has value regardless. All of it, all content in one way or another has some kind of value, whether it's like, I don't know, any kind of value, not monetary. It serves a purpose because why else would you do it?
We had a video made ready to come out. We knew when it came out, it would probably be controversial. It would be because I think it's revealing to as an investigator and as two investigators. Pretend she's here with me. She just don't take part because my conversation may go south at any time. I'm struggling. I'm a struggling Christian. I'm not. Who was it? I'm more like Peter. I just soon probably cut somebody's ear off to let it slide. That's just not. I don't know. I don't know why God made us like He did, but some way we've said from the beginning. I'm going to repeat a little bit of this that we had in a computer reading. That's probably a mistake. We don't need a computer to talk for us. We're human beings, but we ain't saying we ain't made mistakes. We've said from the beginning, our goal, number one, was to follow God's will. Number two was to find Summer. Guys, all you people I just named, all you people, no matter how you feel about us, or our investigative techniques, we need you, and Summer needs you. We don't want no credit. We don't want no nothing. We just want to find out what happened to Summer and who's responsible.
That's everyone's goal for the past 5 years, I'm pretty sure, right? Like, people aren't going to jump on your bandwagon. Like, I'm just keeping it real, okay? I'm not being rude. I'm just being direct with you. People are not going to jump on your bandwagon. You're late to the party. You got to jump on everyone else's, It's true. I get it. You're 40 years retired police officer, but like people are not. Does that make sense? I'm just saying what it is. This isn't your thing. Like this has been going on for a while. Like this is 5 years. People have researched. People have done, blood, sweat, and tears into this shit. People have lost families over looking for her. People have destroyed their lives. They've done so much trying to figure this out. I mean, you're new, right? Gotta be some humility. You're coming out here a little bit combative. I get you're a Marine and stuff, and thank you for your service, but like, you're just being a little too extra about this. And you're almost 70, right? I agree with that.
I think, I'll speak for myself. Sheila can speak for herself, but I think it's going to come out. I think it's going to come out. They've got away with it too long. Person's got away with it too long, and those people that covered for that person has got away with it too long. It's time that and some of you people, as I watch the videos, don't you all people out there think, oh, Red and Sheila's coming up with this on their own. No. I see videos out there from 4 years ago from people that we follow on YouTube, people that we watch. May not agree with everything they do, everything they say, everything about them. Some smart people out here, these YouTubers.
Yes, but there's also a lot of fucking idiot retards out here. And that scares me. Yesterday, Ernie said, I'll forgive anyone and everyone, and anyone can come to. No. Nope. This is not like a call to action so all the idiot retards can come and try to. No. Has that ever worked out? That is the worst idea I've ever heard. You need to be selective. You need to be selective with who goes out there. Okay? You got to be selective. It's dangerous. What Ernie said yesterday, I fundamentally disagree with about everything. As far as for real, like I fundamentally disagree with his whole theory and his whole idea of like how this is going to work. That has not worked ever.
We said we were not into the drama. It's not about clicks, subscribers, or money. This case is going to be solved by God. That's true. This case is going to be solved by God. We were not into drama. We were not. Sheila is still not. If Sheila was, she would be here beside me.
Sheila, girl, you better go, like, I don't know, buckle up. Buckle up, girl. And Fred, you're going to get worn the fuck out, and it's going to piss you off so bad because people are going to insult your wife. People are going to just get ready. This is not going to be, it is brutality. Trust, like watch other people's channels, watch what has happened in the past. Yes, Constance, one idiot is on the case, and yes, like they're just, yeah. I can't believe that he thinks that people are going to like respect him and be nice. Like, I just can't believe that. There are more people that are going to fuck with you and troll you than there are probably going to like help you at this point. You got to earn your spurs.
My wife.
And your past does not mean that you've already earned them. That's another thing. Your resume of your past, that has nothing to do with like every case, every experience is brand new. Like you're working at ground zero like everybody else.
I respect my wife's decisions, her opinions. I respect her and her Christian life that she walks because she's. So the part about drama, you can scratch that when it comes to Fred McCoy. If it takes Fred McCoy getting in the gutter and getting into the drama to find that little angel or to find out what happened to her and to help law enforcement bring those parties guilty to justice, then I'm drama bound. Count on me. Count Fred in. Had to talk third party. You know, guys, it's funny how Christianity is, and I'm not a religious fanatic. I'm sorry, I'm not.
I wrote down at 1 minute and 15 seconds, he said he's not gonna talk about religion the whole time. Okay.
Okay. I give God credit for everything in life. God is in charge of everything. The good comes from God. All good comes from God. One of the last videos I made, it said, got a phone call. People were saying, don't listen to the phone calls. Don't listen to this person. Don't listen to that person. Don't listen. Because somebody had said they were going to call or something. Guys, I respect all of you. All you YouTubers, all of you's got some good content. All of you, like us, got some stuff that's off the wall maybe. I didn't get no phone call. I didn't get no phone call from nobody, guys. I didn't get no phone. How come I couldn't remember their name? How come I couldn't remember? I'm sorry. I have a different way. Believe what you want about Fred McCoy and his investigative techniques. They have worked throughout the years.
Okay, hold on.
They may be off the wall. They may not compare with everybody else's. They may not be as good as some people's. They work for me. And whatever works for you is what you do. I didn't get no phone call. I got it right here.
Okay, so that's weird. He lied about getting a phone call, like as if, you know, that's just weird to me. That's weird. He doesn't have to do all the theatrics. He didn't get a phone call. Like, just say you wanted to come back on this case because you feel a way about it. That's it. Just say that.
I said, hey, look at this. Look at that. But in order for me to bring it out, how would I have got on that topic had I not? And how I got on that topic is where a person made the comments. Why didn't God save Summer? Why didn't God? And then God puts on my heart. And I start looking and I start investigating. Sheila and I both investigating. Not drama, not pointing fingers, but investigating. And we find different things that to us was curious, was suspective. Doesn't mean that makes this person or this person guilty, but it does shine some light on some things. And that's when all these other people was putting, don't listen to phone calls. And I'm thinking, no matter what we say, Sheila and I work with each other and we work with what we feel. About like that 40-year career. I'm going to lay off the 40-year career in Christianity and let's just talk. You know how Sheila and I believe. I don't have to tell you over and over.
We know.
Again, we're not worthy to worship our Heavenly Father's feet. That tells you what our Christian life, especially mine.
Okay.
It's okay. God will reveal what happened this summer. And he will. God's going to reveal what happened this summer. He's going to do it. We got to believe. We got to pray. The people.
Also, remember this, sir. Faith without works is dead. Okay? Just saying.
But don't believe. That's on you. God's going to show us and everybody where Summer's at and what happened to her. He'll do it in his own time. May not do it next week, next month. It may be 5 more years. I don't know, guys. We just pray it sooner. We pray that he shows us. We said from the beginning, I'll take part in the drama. Well, I'm going to take part in the drama if it helps find Summer. We do feel through our limited investigation. We think we know who.
Who? Can't be cryptic. Like, put a name on it, you know? Who? Who? You seem very convicted in like who you think it is. You know? Stop talking about God and who is and isn't a believer. Like, don't cause that division. That's like a major turnoff, for real.
Guys, I heard a person say, I've heard several people say it. I put it in one of our videos. It's funny that I put it in a video and I'm watching an old video of a person and it says, we take polygraphs. This one will do it. That's one will do it. They don't want us to. Well, maybe they'll ask you again. Maybe they'll ask you and those other people you were talking about again to take polygraphs. Guys, remember I said a while ago, when you're working a crime as a police officer, I'll take a polygraph. You better believe it. I'll take that polygraph. Sign me up. And you sign them up and then you go to pick them up. They change their mind. Don't always go by what people tell you. There's professional criminals out there. Professional criminals.
You realize a lot of these content creators are criminals? You realize that, right? A lot of these people that you like, I mean, they're criminals. Just saying. They are. Like, they're not. They have been on the wrong side of the law, unlike you. Like, you've stayed on the right side of the law. You were a Marine, you were a police officer, you're not a criminal. Okay?
So when they say they'll take a polygraph, my advice you don't want my advice, they don't need my advice. These are law enforcement officers and agencies. They don't need Fred McCoy. But when this new sheriff comes into town, first thing I would do is start this investigation over, and I would have polygraphs for everybody. You ever go into a bar?
I agree.
I've been in a few in my day, back in my past day. I joined church when I was 16 years old, went to Marine Corps.
I think they need to polygraph Jody Sue. Number one. That's the first person I would polygraph. I would ask her, did you hear a scream? That would be the first question. I don't know why, but that would be my first question. Did you really hear a scream? That question just does not, I want the truth about that question, because I feel like that is I don't know. It sits in my spirit to have that question asked first.
17 and wow. I didn't live a Christian life. I'll tell you that. Not in the Marines. So you ever been in a bar and somebody says, drinks for everybody? If I was the new sheriff and the investigators and the TBI, I'd say polygraphs for everybody. Polygraphs, multiple polygraphs. Let's bring in guys that just need to practice some polygraph hours. Let them polygraph after polygraph after polygraph.
Mm-hmm.
Because this person said, offer to take polygraph. They should have took them up on it. They should have gave it just to see where they stood and see if they'd actually show up.
Right.
Guys, the rest of this, I'm going to wing it. The rest of it, there's no notes.
Okay.
If you guys know any of those YouTubers I named a while ago, please notify them that I put their name in this video, and maybe they'll go watch it, and maybe they'll help.
You notify them. You do it. Right? All those content creators have contact info. You do it. I would do it if I want to be taken seriously. You know, I'm just saying.
Maybe they'll join forces. Maybe they won't. Maybe they'll talk about Fred and Sheila like dogs, and that's okay. Guys, if you think a 40-year career police officer, if you think that you can call Fred McCoy anything he's never been called, you're mistaken. I was a police officer for 40 years, and I was a good police officer, good, honest police officer. Google 4 sheriffs arrested, 4 Kentucky sheriffs arrested. Google Pike County Sheriff turned in corruption. Google Fred McCoy detectives.
Okay.
Turned in the sheriff, turned in half the county for corruption.
Well, get ready to deal with a lot of corruption, a lot of secrets, a lot of that's like 90% of the battle, I feel like. The secrets, the corruption, the covering up. Then again, though, like your past, like what you've gotten done, every single situation is different. Like this, they're all their individual. So he's a snitch. He was a cop. You can't base your past successes on anything current when it comes to this like crime stuff, in my opinion. Okay, you can't. They're all different. They all are different. It's like no two people are the same. You know, no two cases the same.
Young police officers, young, good careers ahead of us, and we still had good careers. We still finished it out, but we had to do it elsewhere because we were fired. Think about Fred McCoy. Ask Fred McCoy anything you want to know about Fred McCoy. You don't have to ask the neighbor. I'll tell you myself. I had an interesting career in law enforcement. I've always believed you don't strike somebody once they're in handcuffs. Never fight them all you want. If they want to fight with them. But once you put those handcuffs on, hands off. Don't mistreat people. We're not there to issue punishment. We're not there to issue punishment to ever who done something to this little angel. We're not there to issue punishment. That's up to the prosecutor, the jury, the judge. That's up to the criminal justice system in Tennessee. We're not even concerned about that, Sheila and I, at our age. There comes a time in life you finally decide to say, hey, God will have justice in the end. I heard somebody say, Hatfield and McCoy. Hatfield, McCoy. I'm getting a hold of some Hatfields. Really? You might be better off getting a hold of some McCoys. I'll stay into it with some of the McCoys as much as some of the Hatfields. See, guys, I'm Hatfield and McCoy. If you've watched any of the videos, you've found that out. My great-great-grandparents was Preacher Ants and Polly Hatfield. Preacher Ants was the justice of the peace in that area that they say presided over the famous pig trial. There was no pig trial of 1878, but we're not going to get into Hatfield McCoy history here, but that's my great-great-grandfather. Preacher Ants and Polly Hatfield's daughter, Nancy Hatfield, married the son of Uriah and Aunt Betty McCoy. Their son's name was Asa. So
okay, no one cares. No shade. Nobody cares for real.
Great-grandparents is Asa McCoy and Nancy Hatfield. Uriah and Aunt Betty. Aunt Betty's the one that delivered Rosanna's baby. She went to live with my great-great-grandparents on the McCoy side when she became pregnant. That's Hatfield McCoy history. I'm Hatfield and McCoy. I tell the good, the bad, the ugly on both sides. It don't matter which one to me. I happen to have the surname McCoy. I don't care. Tell the good, the bad, and ugly on both sides. And it was West Virginia Hatfields.
All right, all right.
That were the bad people. Devil Lance Hatfield was from West Virginia. Devil Lance Hatfield was a deserter.
All right.
Devil Lance Hatfield was an arsonist and a thief, and he was the Jesse James of the Tug Valley. For those of you that don't watch our Hatfield McCoy videos and never seen one, at least that'll give you a heads up. Plus, there's a bunch of fraudsters out there since the year 1999, 2000, filed lawsuits and different things. You can go watch our videos. Truth with proof. So for the person going to get a hold of Hatfields, you may be better off get a hold of some McCoys.
Nobody cares. Like, if you're going to spend this much time explaining, like one person said they want to ask about you and stuff, like you cannot give this kind of reaction. Like this kind of explanation is not needed. Like you're getting off topic. Like you can't explain it's just, nobody is going to listen to you. If people are not going to listen to you about this shit. They're going to do what they're going to do. It doesn't matter.
I made some of the McCoys calling them out on lawsuits that they filed, on stories that they've told, on people they've sued, old people, old coal mining couple. So those McCoys probably, just like Fred McCoy, way more than some of the Hatfields, which the Hatfields is signed frivolous guns. And for them being shy, I thought I was getting good. That's not me. Now, let's get to the subject at hand. Let's get to the
20 minutes in, okay? So 20 minutes and 52 seconds. Let me write that down. All right.
subject at hand. What happened to Summer Wells? Guys, some of you've been on this case for 5 friggin' years. I've heard you brag about it. Been on this case for 5 years. I've been on this case since day one. I've been on this case. Really? Well, where the heck you been? Where have you been? 5 years? I heard Mr. Stell on one of his videos say, where's CNC investigations been? 5 years. See, guys, we got drama. I'm naming. I'll name.
So he says, Mr. Shell, hey, Kathy. He says, Mr. Shell, he's not been on the case for 5 years at all. Like, for real. That's the God honest truth. He has not. He was been in jail. He was like kicked the fuck up out of there. Like he has not been on this case. He knows a lot about it. But in my time of knowing him, this is the first time I've ever seen him do anything like boots on the ground type shit. Yeah. And coming in and being like, where are they at? Where are they at? Like, there have been no like leads or anything, dude. A lot of them were there in the beginning, like, you know. Ansel would show up. I don't know. But like, you can't discredit people that have worked on this, you know? Right, Stephanie. Right. That's their primary content. I don't want to see these people get eaten alive. And I feel like that is very much going to happen. And I'm just giving my opinion and critiquing how he's going about this, because the way he's moving around is like he's setting himself up to just get annihilated. Yeah. I would, if this were Ernie talking like this, I would do the same thing. And he knows it.
People, I'm not beyond it. If I'm wrong, correct me. But if I hear something on a YouTube video or somebody, if Don and Candace says that this person called on them and that person did this, I'm going to repeat it because that's what they've told me. It's not on Fred, that's on them. I heard Mr. Shell say these people have been investigators for 5 years and they ain't solved this. I agree. I agree with him. I don't know this guy from Adam. I haven't talked to nobody. We said from the beginning, and I still don't want no drama. Sheila and I would still rather investigate our own case. We listen, we watch people's videos and see if there's an interview there. If they're interviewing somebody and it comes right out of their mouth.
He only says shit about Ernie. And he was being nice about Ernie after he blocked him. And Ernie was a total asshole to him. Yes, he was. But Ernie was actually complimentary of him at first. You know, he said, like, I like his style, blah, blah, blah. And then it went downhill from there. And Ernie was a total dick to him. And then they blocked him. Why, like, there are so many other people that did. Ernie didn't do anything in the Summer Wells case, really. There are a lot of people that did a lot of work. A lot of work. You named some of them. I feel like, and this is where I kind of start looking at him extra sideways, is because Ernie's the only person making waves and like boots on the ground and stuff, and he's talking to people. And I feel like this is just him maybe regretting. Maybe he thought Ernie was just full of shit, and a lot of people think that, and wasn't doing anything. And now he sees Ernie's doing something, so now he wants to like jump on that train too. But it's like you kind of like, you did too. I don't know. You guys get what I mean? It just seems very opportunistic. Arnie's gonna do Arnie. You've been advised to not do what Arnie does, okay? Arnie is an eccentric character, and Arnie is the lightning tiger. I feel like your method would be very, very, very different. I feel like I don't know. I would just heed people's warnings about Arnie. And this isn't any shade to Arnie either. Arnie just moves in a different way. And I think that, I don't know. I'd let Ernie just do what he's going to do and just stay separate of him. Really. It's just, I don't think it's conducive to a solution. And I think you kind of want to like clout chase. Sorry, I said it. I think you kind of want to just clout chase off him. Because he's the only one doing something, and you're kind of like virtue signaling with God and, you know, all this stuff, and you're throwing out your resume. Like, you're literally giving your resume. It's like you want a job. For real. It's like this guy's, he wants to, it's like an interview without questions. He's answering them. You know? Hey, Kathy.
And they say something, then we can take that as fact because we're watching it come out of that person's mouth. There's a lot of you people over the years, these people, these YouTubers that I named earlier, there's a lot of you guys that has interviewed. I'm trying to see who the other ones are, but I don't want to say something wrong. That's not true. So there was boots on the ground. Who was the other people? Guys, some of these people I didn't name because he had some other women up there with him that I think of now. I didn't leave you guys out on purpose. If you can think of anybody that's ever worked on Summer Wells's case, let's come together. Let's drop all animosity. Some people had animosity towards Sheila and I. I think where it come about was Sheila and I going to Gatlinburg, end up in Rogers, and we end up walking up on the hill and talking to Don and Candace like it was nothing. See, we wasn't up on this case as good as what a lot of people are. I'm not saying we were ignorant. I'm not saying sometimes I'm not going to give everything away, but guys, if an investigator goes, I'm not saying I'm the sharpest tool in the box, neither. Don't think I'm trying to throw over here, but if a person goes to investigate somebody and interview somebody, interrogate somebody, if a person come in to me and I'm sitting there and they say, we want to ask you a few questions. Now, you were here, and there, and you done this, and that. And they say, what do you, I say, well, seems like you already know everything. What are you asking me for? That's not how Fred McCoy does an investigation.
We know that's not how, like, what?
When I go somewhere or investigate or talk to
Crimes be nice.
somebody or interview Sheila and I, we simply ask questions. Even if we know the answer, ask the question like you don't know. Let that person enlighten you. Let them tell you what their feelings are. My feelings is not going to convict nobody of what they done to this little angel. No matter how Sheila and I feel, we're not going to get a conviction because we feel that this person done it and that person covered. And we need it from them. And we need it from these other YouTubers. Guys, there's some smart ones out there. Agree with their personalities, agree with their setups, their saunas, agree with their techniques. They don't probably agree with ours. We don't care about none of that. As long as they ask the right questions from the right people, that's where the truth is going to come out. Don't be distracted. Don't be distracted over here on this side. Don't be distracted.
You shouldn't, like, those are her parents, okay? Like, be distracted. You went up there with like Mr. Nobody said, you went up there with a whole secret camera videoing them and stuff. Like, don't be distracted. You went up there and, like, you know, that doesn't make any sense. they distracted you, is what you're saying. I don't know. What?
It's law enforcement techniques. I'm not taking up for these two because anything's possible. Anything's possible. I'll just tell you this. I have a main 3 suspects.
Who?
Doesn't make it right. I said suspects. When they're suspect, it's what they are. Doesn't mean they're guilty or they're, but I got some people. And some of you guys have looked at them. Some of you guys have done videos on them.
I'm sure.
And it's eye-opening. Don't be fooled because there's some smart criminals out there, guys.
We know.
There's some smart criminals. You talk about, I've heard people say, Fred McCoy, investigator, he plays dumb. Maybe I'm not playing. Maybe I'm not playing, guys. Maybe some things I actually don't know. Or what about people that act like they're crazy? They're saying, Fred's just playing dumb. Maybe there's other people playing dumb. Is that possible? Is it possible that other people could be playing dumb?
Bradley, didn't you ask him to come work with y'all? Or did I misunderstand that?
They may not be on law enforcement. They may be the actual predator. They may be the actual protector. They may know what happened, know who did it, know how it was done, just protecting somebody. They may be involved. See, guys, this is an investigative procedure. We're working a case. Some people got a little bit jealous. You remember the 2 wolves in our video? The 2 wolves, one of them's envious and jealous and greedy, and the mean wolf. No jealousy, no envy. I don't care who finds this little girl, what happened to her. Sheila.
Put a name on it. Who's Jelly? Who's Jellyfish? Who's Jellyfish? I don't think anybody was Jellyfish. I think that what you did was unethical, in my opinion. Like, you totally went up there and, I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
And that's not ours, but some people out there, some YouTubers that's been on this case for 5 years feel, I've been on this case all these years. This should be my case. This is anybody's case. You can have this case. You can have all the credit there is. Let's just find out what happened, where she's at, and who done it.
Yep.
Some people got jealous because we went up on the hill and talked to Candace and Don. Some people taking up for Candace and Don. 2 suspects taking up for them rather than 2 people. I don't mind. Again, we've been at every angle. We've done everything. There's cases somebody says, why'd you get off the Sebastian case? God is going to have to solve the Sebastian case. God is going to have to solve that case. There's cases that's only God and the perpetrators know what happened and where he's at. Somebody said, he just after reward. They just want money. And they said, you got $10,000. They didn't. We got $35,000 for finding Joseph Couch. $10,000 from the Marshal Service, $10,000 from the Mayor of London, and $15,000 from Fighting Crime and United Way or something from London. $35,000. Guys, when Sheila and I started this YouTube channel, we sold everything we had because we knew the Hatfield McCoy stuff. That's what we started on, was Hatfield McCoy history. And we knew with the McCoys filing suit against against Vance's, not Hatfield's, but Vance's. But when they filed, how deceiving is that? It wasn't the Hatfields and McCoys, it was the 5 years later. We had, because we knew there would be a bank statement, $1,000 in the bank, and that's the income. I'm on fixed income. I'm going to be afraid of telling how we feel or giving our opinion or speculating on the fear of being sued. Now, granted, you'll never hear from me and Sheila being malicious. You'll never hear us.
Okay, so that's why I feel like they've been threatened to be sued. That's why I feel that way. Because they mention it more than once about being sued. And that's no one's business either, bro. You don't have to give your financials. It's none of anyone's business, what you're about. It's not. People want to see action, right? People don't want to see somebody else. This guy reminds me of Geppetto. Not Lepeto, but Jimbo. He reminds me of Jimbo for some reason. You think he was I think that he lost, when you're dealing for somebody who's been a cop and somebody who's investigated things, the number one thing is to build rapport with somebody, right? Build some kind of trust relationship, right? Like, so they are more inclined to tell you stuff, right? Full on cron. When you go up there with a hidden video camera, like what you did was you just like scared them. They're not going to fuck with you. Like they're not going to want to, yeah. Like you blew it with them pretty much. You did. You blew it. They're not going to tell you shit. They're not going to want to talk to you anymore. Again, that's another thing. Like that is, that's detrimental to the case, in my opinion. You're putting it all over YouTube. You're basically like, you totally, that just unethical. That is what makes these cases harder and harder to solve, because people don't want to talk to you. People don't want to talk to people because they're paranoid about any little thing, right? Candace was having a whole meltdown, okay? The Trudy or whatever was having a whole, like, she freaked out. Dawn was chill. I don't know, but like it just was not helpful. That was not a beneficial thing. Like now you're on their radar as the ops, okay? For real. Like let's keep it a buck. Now you're seen as the ops. You're a secret recorder. You're sneaky. You don't listen. You're not considerate. And you put all your, you didn't just keep that to yourself. You put it all over YouTube for clicks and views. Okay. That just was not a smart thing at all. They don't know you. Like to do that the first time you ever meet them, like, that's why I'm saying, like, you should have gotten to know them. Record them all you want, but don't put it out online. Like, you keep that to yourself. But like, you're not going to get information that you want the first time you talk to these people. It's been 5 years. People have like tried to live with them. People have like gone and spent time with them. They have gotten nothing out of them. Do you really think that you're so powerful and have superpowers that you're going to get them to like tell you things the first time they ever meet you? You're two random people that came walking up a hill to their home. Like that just wasn't a good idea. You got to build rapport. That nothing, like you didn't hear anything new. There was nothing new. If you had met them a few times, you got to get them comfortable to talk to you. Come on now, you know that. I know this.
Say anything with malice, that we're so mean that with malice, we won't intentionally say anything false or not true. That's not us. Believe it or not, it's not us. It's not the way we do. It's not the way we roll. It's not who we are. Again, we report to somebody way bigger than YouTubers, way bigger than anybody out there. We got enough to account for just in everyday life. Just on here playing with this drama and being involved with this drama. I don't know if he's disappointed in me or not. I don't know. And for that,
you got to get God out of this. God has left the chats, and God is not on YouTube. Okay. God has, like, Jesus died for our sins of YouTube. Like, let's be real. God has left the chats. God is not, no. And I worry that, you're not going to be mean or anything. You're going to, you don't think they are? They keep saying they are. They complained about the gas in their camper getting fixed. They just want to live stream, nothing substantial. Yeah. oof. Yeah.
person that says, oh, they talk to God, God tells them, listen, you can play your fanatical stuff all you want. We have a personal relationship with our Lord and Savior. That's all I can tell you. We're not fortune tellers. We're not mediums. We don't profess to know, but we know when something's put on our heart and there's no reason for it to be there. We know where it came from. And if you've ever felt that feeling again, you know it. You know when God speaks to you. Just like when you get ready to take something that don't belong to you, or you get ready to do.
When you say she's been here for 5 years hiding behind a church avatar, does she? And I mean, yeah, you can disagree with me for sure. I just, I mean, I could hide behind a church avatar, but like, am I? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that's definitely debatable. And yeah, you're entitled to your opinion. For sure.
Do this or that. That's not right. He speaks to you.
Sister Katie, I'm dead.
That is a non.
That needs to be an avatar, Benny. Where's my Benny? Is he in here? Benny, I need a nun avatar. Did the camper break there? I don't know. I don't know. Did they? PG definitely has a prayer garden. You're just not sure what kind. Dang.
Believer. There may be many of you out there. I don't know all these YouTubers, guys, but I know there's at least one that's a non-believer.
You got to stop that. You got to stop that. You know, at least, do you know how there's like 1 trillion people on YouTube? I'm pretty sure there's more than one non-believer. You are singling somebody out, and I don't know who that is, but that's not beneficial to your plight. Okay? Stop it. Stop doing that. You're creating division. This isn't about who believes in God and who doesn't believe in God. This is about finding this little girl, right? Oh, so sad. I know he did. He wrote me a song years ago. That is sad. He was a good one. He is a good one. Yeah. He's with his creator now. The more he uses it, it's like, are you trying to convert people or what? I don't like it. And I was telling someone this morning that this is a lot like AA. AA, it's attraction rather than promotion, right? Religion, I feel, is the same way. Like when you get Mormons coming up, like promoting their religion, it's like, okay, bye. Okay, right? Like how many of y'all have had Mormons come to your door or Jehovah's Witness or whatever, and they're trying to tell you about their faith and stuff, and you're just like, bro, get out of here. Okay? Right? Ain't nobody want to hear it. This is the same thing. I don't go around telling people to go to AA, telling people blah, 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 blah. I'll speak on it from like my experience, but I'm not promoting my religion. I'm not promoting AA. Like I'll speak on it every once in a while, but it's not at the forefront of my mind because that's not like, I'm not judging people that way. When they said they suffered like Jesus. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to let him sit there for 35 minutes and then me sign up for the next 2-year mission in Ecuador. Okay. I'm not going to waste their time and they're not going to waste mine. Get on your little bikes and go on. Like, come on now. Like, get out of here. Like, this ain't a block party, bitch.
I pray for you. Sheila and I will say a prayer for you because
somebody pissed him off with the whole saying they're non-believers. So if any of y'all want to be around these people, you better lie and tell them you believe in God if you don't, okay?
you're sad if you've never known God's love and God's companionship and who to go to in a time of need and in a time of.
He talks about Summer for a sentence. He said Summer's name once this whole time. Have you guys noticed that? Those are like the little things I catch on to. Like, because I want to, like, the behaviors, it's not even about, it's like what really matters. And it's all about God. It's all about God, God, God. And now he's like getting judgy. Now he's literally throwing shade at somebody who doesn't believe in God. Look, a lot of people don't believe in God. Who are you to judge? God is the ultimate judger. Right? Jesus. He should go talk to Catalina. That might be a better, more fulfilling, satisfying mission. Right?
Then I feel sorry for you. You're missing something. Life is hard enough. I don't want to get on a sermon. Life's hard enough, guys, just to make it through every day. Working, retired.
Retard.
It's hard enough for all of us. And especially when you're retired and you can, and at Sheila's age, because you want to be a human being and you want to find out, and because you're inquisitive, because you've had a whole career of doing this, and you, to that person, maybe I believe my opinion is worth more than it is. Maybe I believe my investigative skills is better than some. Maybe I'm sorry if I come off like that. I'm not. I'm nothing. Everything we get, it comes from somewhere. We have a mind. All of a sudden in our mind, it shows up. You can say it comes from wherever you want to. We come from God. So if there's something that comes in here, it's coming from God. I'd much rather say it's coming from God than I would where this person says that they get theirs from. I feel sorry for people.
Who is he talking about, y'all?
I'm not going to drag this one out, guys.
Who is he talking about? I want to know. I hate this passive aggressive shit. Who are you talking about? Whoever you're talking about really hit a nerve, like bad. Hit a nerve.
3-hour video. It's not. We're going to put all the videos back up. We're going to welcome your comments, the good comments, guys. This is our channel. This is what we do. This is our enjoyment. We enjoy reading good Christian comments, Bible verses. We enjoy reading your opinions and what you think, even if it's a thought. We'd much rather see things with proof. And some of you have proof. Some of you YouTubers, what Sheila and I feel are on the right track, have been on the right track. Don't let us take nothing away from none of you YouTubers. None of you. I've heard some of you get on there and dog us and badmouth us. We've not badmouthed. Not badmouth none of you all. That's okay.
Bro, this is just the beginning. I feel like you should find a Christian, right, Tiffany? I feel like you should find a Christian investigative group that won't hurt your feelings are going to get so hurt, dude. I don't think if your wife is like serious, like I really would just like, nah. Hey, copy that.
Hey, you can badmouth us. That don't mean don't badmouth us. We won't badmouth you. I don't care. But I mean, some of you's got some excellent material, excellent investigative work. Spent a lot of hours. Some of you have done that. Now, some of you just make it up as you go. Some of you just for content, you just look at somebody else's video and make a comment here, make a comment. That's okay. If you've got followers and you want subscribers and you want clicks and hits and monetization, that's fine. That's your prerogative. I'm not going to, who am I to point the finger, guys? Who am I to point the finger? That's a good way to get it. Just follow somebody else's content.
I think you're following someone else's content. I think you're following someone else's content. I think you're trying to jump on someone else's content. That's how I feel. Yeah.
I'd much rather see boots on the ground. Man, there's some good boots on the ground investigators. There's some good boots on the ground investigators out there. You're going to see Sheila and I. We're going back to Tennessee. You're going to see us. You'll see us around. We're going to talk to some people. We're not giving up, guys. Fred and Sheila's back on the case. Not that it means anything. Don't mean diddly. We ain't no better than the lowest person that's ever started a YouTube channel and investigated something. We're not trying to be the big cheese. We're not trying to be the big guy on the block. We're following your all's leads.
You just said, Lord, I don't know. You're following everyone. Like, you just prove me right.
Person mentioned, there was a time that we showed a video where we're going to look for Sebastian. We felt led to go look for Sebastian. And we went several times to Hendersonville looking for Sebastian. Times that probably wasn't in shape to go. Made a comment one time, light, this thing started beeping. I said, look at there. There's their engine light on. This person said, look at here. Look at them, acting like their engine light's on. Acting like they're broke down. Who in the blank travels like that on a trip with their engine light on? Who does that? Well, somebody believes in God. Somebody that believes that if God leads you to go somewhere, he's not going to let you break down on the way or when you get there on the way back. Now, I've got a $7,000 receipt over there in taxes, $7,000 for the motor, new motor, and to put it in. You got a receipt for it. The motor blew up when we was out looking.
He needs $7,000, y'all. He needs 7,000. Okay?
We were going to other side of Lexington. A woman had killed her mother and cooked her in the stove, cut her head off, and all this and that.
Ew.
We were on that case. We didn't feel led to go there. We just went there to investigate. We just thought that was the most bizarre and an interesting case, and people would want to follow it. Motor finally gave out. Motor blew up on us in there in Nicholasville on the way back. We had to put a motor in it. So, guys, when you look at our videos or something, if you've got a question, ask it. We'll answer. We're YouTubers. We wouldn't put ourselves out there if we was embarrassed, if we was afraid to answer any question or comment. Right now, what would be fun, what would be pleasing to God is everybody join together and find out what happened to Summer Wells. Not pointing fingers, not with evidence. If you think that a bunch of YouTubers, that's like taking a whole crew of detectives from a police department. People say what they want about YouTubers. I'm sorry. I stand up for the YouTubers. I'm sorry. Sheila and I have met some of the most intelligent. Now, listen, we've also met some of everything has good and bad in life. Everything, police, good, bad police, good preachers, bad preachers, good politicians, bad politicians, people that's really there to help you, people that's not. But I'm going to tell you about YouTubers and some of these careers that some of these YouTubers have had in the past. Some of the things that they've done. Not only the police officers, when I look down this list and I see retired police officers, former police
There are a lot of retired police officers. You're right about that.
officers, active police officers, but I also see criminals, people that has actually spent time. They paid their debt to society. They were arrested, convicted, charged. They served their time, and now they go out and investigate crime. Hey guys, who's better at investigating crime than a criminal, a one-time criminal that's been redeemed?
What about 2-time, 3-time? We've got some multiple time felons up in this bitch. We've got some people that are in and out of jail and shit. We got some people, Ernie, with a warrant. There are a lot of people, one-timers, one time. I don't know about that. I don't know if you're going to know anyone that, one time. You're really thinking positive,
That's healed. That's changed. People can change, guys. People change. Don't kick people
That is
when they're
true.
down. Don't kick people when they're, everybody's got things in life you're not proud of, probably, that you've done. Some people's got things more, probably worse than others, no doubt. Right now, we got to get on the same team. Right now, we got one common denominator. Find somewhere else.
But that's not how it is. That's what I don't think he understands. That's not how it is. This is not him. This is my Hatfield McCoy. This is like my person. This is not this guy talking. This is a different person.
Bring the people to justice. Let's quit being fooled. Let's quit being hornswoggled.
Hornswoggle?
Let's start investigating. Maybe the new sheriff, maybe that's the key. Maybe when he comes in September 1st, maybe not. I don't know this guy. I don't know him from Adam. I don't know the investigators. I would hope that they start all over. Somebody said that, we've heard it both ways, that Don and Candace lawyered up. Guys, I'm not looking at Don and Candace at this point. Maybe to a point.
Are you related to this guy? Because he's also a Hatfield and McCoy. Watch you be like his kid or something. I'm dead. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Maybe watch that be his. Was that maybe?
Nothing. And I could be wrong there. I could be wrong. Again, I'm human. Start that investigation over by interviewing these two people, and let's start a new relationship. Don, Candace, stop with your dramatics. If you're guilty, you're going to keep that up. If you're not guilty, it's been 5 years. Y'all say what you want. I hear people say, "Oh, did you hear him say that?" I won't say that. I hear people make comments. So yeah, I'll say it, guys. If it's true or if it's something, but it's been 5 years. I know it's hard if you've lost a child, especially if she's innocent. But if she wants to help find her child, that's a tough woman. That's a tough woman. Knowledge as far as how to handle.
He cut the video. I wonder what else he said. When they cut it, I always am curious. Like, what did you cut out? I want to know. I want to know.
Herself. Don't read into it. Don't take it the wrong way. I say different things. Again, now I'm in the drama. So when you're in the drama, you talk like you're in the drama. Again, guys, I'm not proud of this, but this is we got to go back. Candace can help in this investigation, but she's got to put her big girl panties on, and she's got to say, here, sheriff, here. This is what happened. That's what happened. Well, Candace, there's some inconsistencies here. Candace, your mother said this. Candace, Hunter said that. Candace, and give her the opportunity to clear up all this misconception.
You don't think that has not been done, attempted, pleaded over, begged for? You don't think? Do you really think like this has not happened a billion times? Like, you are so late to the party. The drama is not like you're jumping in like, ooh, you're working from a deficit now, for real. You're trying to come out swinging, being a little more combative, but like nobody is trying to be combative with you. Like, put up or just shut your mouth. For real, like, do something. Show what can you bring to the table here? We don't care about your resume. We don't care about how much you love God or follow God. We don't care that you're a retard police officer. We don't care that you're a retard in general. We don't care that, whatever happened to you, like, we don't care about that. We don't care about any of that. It's about like taking action. You know what I mean? Take action, put pieces together, figure it out. You've stated your credentials many times. The more that you state your credentials, the weirder it gets. Like, do it. Don't talk about it. Just do it. Use your superpowers for this. And like you don't have to explain yourself over and over again. Like, just do it. Focus. You fighting with people, you're gassing like the trolls and all these people up, for real. Again, I'm not trolling you at all. I'm not. I'm just being honest. But you're going to get trolled out. You're sensitive. You've got to put those big old Marine panties back on. Oorah. Okay? Like, you're being a little sensitive. And sorry, bro, but you're going to have to, like, learn how to, like, cuss a motherfucker out. Okay? You don't act like Philip Rivers on the field. I wouldn't say anything that I wouldn't be able to say in front of my children. Oh, fiddlesticks and shit. That motherfucker doesn't curse. And look what happened to him. He's a total pussy ass bitch. He retired as a Colt. Okay? Who retires as an Indianapolis Colt? And you are like the franchise quarterback for San Diego for like what, 12 years, and you were slow and you didn't cuss, but you were like no, don't be like Philip Rivers. Don't do that. My God. But you're gonna have to learn how to say like fuck, shit, bitch, head, all kinds of shit. Okay? You gotta get like that. God left this YouTube building a long time ago. And nobody acts like you either. Like, that's another thing. You got to be relatable. If you're going to go out in the field, you got to be relatable. And that means putting your white trash panties on too. Half Marine, half white trash panties on. Prepare. Okay.
Exception. Go to her mother. Go to Dawn. Don't lawyer up, Dawn. Don't lawyer up, Candace. If you're really looking for your daughter, if you're really sincere and you want to find out what happened to your daughter and you didn't have nothing to do with it, don't lawyer up. You don't need a lawyer. If you're not guilty of something.
They've had lawyers. So like they're not, where is Tiffany still in here or anybody there? Did they acquire lawyers recently or like is just this misinformation? And like there are a billion reasons why they should lawyer up. It has nothing to even do with their child. The love, like what they just in general, they need legal representation in so many different ways. Like Don is, I don't know, he's got a criminal, I don't know what he's got going on legally and stuff, but like there are just so many things that like you should be lawyered up for your own life protection, you know, like that is just a given. Oh, okay. They've always had lawyers. Like, I was like, bro, I was shocked when I heard that. Like, they're lawyering up now. I was about to be like, dude, they are fucking scared of Ernie. Think about it. Why would they lawyer up now? They're fucking scared of Ernie. But no, if they've had lawyers, like, yeah, they need lawyers. They would be so dumb if they didn't. Yes, exactly. Exactly. I think at this point, he's got to go do what he's going to do. Everyone's going to do what they're going to do. I'd stay in your own lane. That's all. I would just stay in your own lane. Ernie needs to stay in his own lane. We know. Well, this guy now is like talking up Ernie, like giving him props and shit, which is weird as fuck. He blocked him. Remember, live, he blocked.
There's no way they can prove you guilty if you didn't do something. Now, if you've done something, you better get them on speed dial because hopefully you're going to need them. But if you do that, understand, you should be looked at as prime suspects, in my opinion. No reason to lawyer up. It's been 5 years. If they had anything on you, they would have done charged you. Now try to help clear up some of the misconceptions and the mistruths and the inconsistencies over the last 5 years. It might be explainable. Hunter, Candace, they might be able to get together and say, hey, this and that. It may come down to the investigators getting these two together across from each other at the table. Candace, you said you went here. Grandma, you said you went there. Hunter, you said, after you've interviewed them by themselves, of course, and polygraphed them. Guys, there's so many different ways to work this case. But after you leave this circle there, the last people to see her alive, then you go to the next closest person or people in proximity, and you start interviewing them, and you start looking at them, and you start asking questions, and you start polygraphing, and you take it from there. And if that don't pan out, then you go down the road to this one or that one. Guys, you got a smorgasbord. This is a smorgasbord. I've never seen, that game Clue. Sheila and I was talking the other day. Game Clue. I think it's called Clue, or Who Did It? And you got all these people standing there in the library, one smoking a pipe, one doing this, and you're trying to figure out who did it. Milton Bradley's never read a box big enough to put all the suspects on the cover of on this case. But guess what? Truth's out there. We just got to get it. And we got to hound these people. We got to stay on it, YouTubers and law enforcement, of course. Guys, if you get any information, I'm not a private detective. I'm not anything. I am a YouTuber, retired police officer, a YouTuber with a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of age, a little bit of experience. You put my little bit of experience and knowledge along with some of these other people here, knowledge and experience, some of you people that lives in that area. See, guys, I think what we've had over the last 5 years is smart. Smart. Because they have redirected. They have started rumors. They have anything they can.
We know this. We know this very much. You're not telling us something that we don't already know. Like, bro, you're preaching to a whole choir, a whole old ass choir that's been at it for 5 years. Okay? We're very quite aware.
Do to make you guys, and now Sheila and I, look at somebody else when we may be sitting right there looking at the person that knows what happened. May not have had nothing directly to do with it. May just be protecting other people. Let's don't be fooled. We're going to continue with our research.
Fred, let me ask you this. Who are you going to interview? Who are you going to go seek out? Who are you going to try to talk to? Who do you know? Are you just going to drive around there? I mean, do you think that people you blasting that interview on YouTube, how is that going to make people want to talk to you? Just saying. How is that going to make people, okay, yeah, we can talk. I'll tell you everything I know. No. All right, pretty pixie. Thanks for coming through. The people that you probably think are guilty aren't going to say shit. They haven't for 5 years. That's why they're still free. Yeah. Y'all, I could do a better job at this shit. Sorry, but I'm pretty confident that I know how to move around better than what's going on with this dude. They showed from the front that from the jump they don't believe in confidentiality. They gone, right? Don't believe in confidentiality or transparency. And I thought it was ridiculous that they made that out into a 3-part series. It's not a movie. I mean, make the Hatfield and McCoy shit your movies with series. But not this. The 3-part series thing was weird. You're telling us shit we already know. You just posted a little video of a map of the land over there. Trust me, most of the people that have been doing this for 5 years, like, can shut their eyes and draw the map and like the radius of what, where, like the ravines, the terrain, footage, like square footage, you know, distance from this place to that place in their sleep. You know what I mean?
We're going to continue to put videos out. If we put anything out, guys, it's untruthful or malicious, malice, intentionally false towards anybody, please file suit.
He's talking about lawsuits again. Somebody, I bet you they threatened to sue him with the videos. I bet Trudy got pissed and said something. Bet you that's what it was. Because why else would they take it down? Sue us. You need to already clean up that lawyer statement because you're wrong about that.
Please file suit, put it in court. It's fine with us. We have nothing. Somebody said, well, they have a museum and it's gone bust. We didn't go bust, guys. It's not our museum. It was Mother's collection. Our mother passed away. And when Mother passed away, everybody lost interest in it. It was Mother's hobby. It was Mother's. Now for us to get involved in it, it makes us sad because it made her so happy. So now we do other things. We live over top of it. We just caretake it. If you don't care, guys, if you got any comments, nice comments, put them in the comment section. If you got anything mean to say, you can put it there if you want, but quick as I see it, I'll delete it and block you. I don't want the negativity. I don't want to argue with you. I don't want them two wolves and me fighting every day. I've got to have a couple of moments to say, Lord, thank you for all you do for me and my family and our lives. And thank you, Lord, for the air we breathe and the food we eat. Thank you.
Lord Jesus, I pray that these people find an easier, softer way to look for Summer Wells and not on YouTube, because like, you're not, this ain't gonna work. Do you know what troll pages are? You know what troll accounts are? Do you know what, like, for real? Y'all, this is, ooh, I'm worried, you guys. I'm really worried that like this is not gonna, he's already bent about it.
Thank you for the little things. Thank you for the broke down Hummer. Thank you for the bus. Thank you for the little things. Thank you for letting us live without fear.
Right.
Being more worried about personal possessions and being sued in court than we are about bringing out the truth in history or in.
They totally threatened to sue him.
Your little angel there. What is it? Matthew 18:6. I think Sheila says. Sheila knows them. Matthew 18:6. Better for you to tie a stone, a rock around your neck and go jump off in the deepest part of the sea than it is to mistreat one of God's children, a little one. Guys, if you can be a, Sheila don't like using that word, but you can be an idiot.
Okay. Idiot. That's not even a bad word. Pretty sure that's in the Bible or something. Yeah. Ugh, God.
You can be an idiot. If you don't understand that Bible verse and you're involved in this, you'll find out one day what he meant by that. I have a feeling one day you'll find out what he meant by that before they're brought to justice or come clean. I do, because if they do, they're headed to the pits of hell. I mean, you can't come back from hell and say, hey, wait a minute, Lord, let me go back. I'll tell them what happened. I'll tell them.
Satan, pay attention.
I'll come clean because it's too late. What's that, Lazarus and the rich man or whatever? Let me go back, Lord, and warn my brother. Let me just go back and warn him. No, you ain't coming back. Guys, I can go on and on. I'm not going to. I got so many thoughts going through my mind, but I'm trying to maintain a little dignity. I'm trying to maintain a little. I've got the human part. Believe me, I was a Marine. I could out cuss a sailor. There's done it all. Had a wonderful life. God's blessed me with a wonderful life, a wonderful wife, a wonderful family, how could a person be any grateful? I won't be intimidated. I have no fear. I used to say I didn't have a filter. I've got a filter. And I know that now because Sheila's not sitting here beside of me. And I'm sitting here. When you see me pause, because I don't pause, I talk fast. When you see me pause, that's that filter kicking in. So thank you, Lord. Thank you for the filter. Because even without Sheila here, I see that I do have a filter now. I'm getting better. It's been a little bit better. Look forward to putting the rest of the videos out. Our other videos will be out soon as we can make them public again. And we hope to hear from you all. We hope all these YouTubers and all the YouTubers that I didn't name, please put their names in the comments. Guys, we don't do this for clicks. You can share this video. You can share the whole thing. You can send them to watch it on our channel. You can do. Sheila and I do not care. Our goal is to be servants and maybe say something or point somebody and somebody else finds out what happened and who's responsible. You know, guys, remember some of our sayings over the years. Where two or more are involved, one will talk. We used to think maybe just two people involved. They may be more than two. But where two or more are involved, one will talk. You just have to find that one. TBI, Sheriff Scott Stewart. You just have to find that one. Or investigators. I know there's some Texas. I'm sorry if I don't remember your names, but I'm hoping you make your name.
Lord.
Put your name out there now. Let's make it famous. Let's make these law enforcement officers famous when they solve this case. One of the biggest cases in history. They're right about with the Lindbergh baby.
It's not about fame. It's not about fame. My God.
But it's definitely the biggest case hit in Sebastian in Tennessee that I know of. A person's past often predicts their future. If a person's done bad things in their past, they may do bad things in the future. Man, there's so many suspects with.
You just said that the criminals have done their time and they changed. And now it's like past behavior. But what?
With bad past, that's what makes it so hard for some people. You local people, you know who they are. You know who you can rule out. Don't be fooled when these people.
Looks nothing like her.
Well, point your finger at this one or that one, trying to keep them in the mix so you'll argue with each other. Don't argue with each other. One common denominator, finding out what happened this summer. Not with each other. Let's don't point fingers at each other because you got more subscribers than that one, and that one has got more views than this one, and let's work together. Let's work together, guys. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Well, what do you think about that? I was not impressed. I don't like it. I don't think it's, I don't know. What do y'all think about it? I think that they should just do their own thing. What happened? Sebastian's case, though, the parents and stuff, they're like suing people, right? Didn't they like, they're not fucking around. Like they do not want to be bothered, right? But what's their last video? Yeah, I won't be either. I don't want to. The mom and stepdad filed restraining orders on Bullhorn. It has been looked at. It has been. I watched a video about it the other day. Ryan Finds Truth went up there. I watched the video of it. He was up there. He went through like everything. Fred or Andy was up there with them and let them go through everything. And what was that? Like 2 years ago when that video was, when that happened? Like what could possibly, I mean, I don't know. Jody Sue's going to have a fucking cow. Fred and Sheila think they need to bring cadaver dogs over there. How, Okay, so with the cadaver dogs, what is like the time period that a cadaver dog can pick up on a scent of a body? Like, when is it no longer like traceable? Yeah, that was really weird. Someone was living in there. Like, who has a fucking TV in there? Did they have cable up in that bitch? A long time, so that's good. They can sell that. That's good. That's good to know. I didn't know like what the trained in the bone and marrow. Okay. Okay. Jody Sue was losing her shit about Allison being out there. I don't know if it was her last 40 to 45. Whoa. Okay. Damn. I did not know that. Interesting. I had no idea. Wow. That's where Fred said he got some of her remains. What do you mean? There are no remains of Summer's remains? What do you mean? Yeah, what? In a box from the shed? Did anyone like check that out? Weird. Right? But you and I are on the same page. Like, what? I've never heard of that. Then it must have not been hers. Or, yeah, it must not have been hers. That's really weird, though, that he called him that. Her remains, like, yeah, it must not have been anything. That's crazy. The new owners cleared it. Or was it? I don't know. But the fact that that's even out there, one would think that law enforcement inquired. I mean, where is that now? That's weird. Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. I will say that, okay, TBI has the box. Arnie's talking to people. Arnie's talking to people. Ethically. What did y'all think about Andy being up on the panel the other night? What did y'all think about that? Yeah, it is. I'm gonna get a lot of heat for this. I think Ernie did a phenomenal job talking to him. For real. I don't know if I don't think anything was really new that happened, found out or anything, but I think he did a really good job talking to him. And Allison too. I felt really sad when he said, when he cried. That was really sad to me. Yeah, it was him. Definitely. He cammed up. I teared up when he's like, I lost my daughter over this whole thing. This whole case has like destroyed my world. That's sad. But Andy's the most normal of them. Yeah, it was sad. He was friendly. I mean, he seemed very forthcoming, but then again, like, these people have been doing this, song and dance for 5 years, so I don't know. I don't know what I don't know, but he seemed like genuine in his answers. Yeah. I think like him getting upset was very genuine. I felt like you could hear he was hurt about it. Yeah. Yeah. He said the other night on the panel he lost his daughter. Or yeah, his kids. I remember, maybe I didn't hear the son part, but he said his daughter. I know he said daughter. That's sad. Yeah, and Jody Sue seems to be very scorned. Hey, who farted? Harry Donkey Nads? I'm sorry. Jody seems scorned. I mean, I'm sure a bunch of fuckery went down when it came to their relationship, and it was a mess. I'm sure a lot of things happened, but like she definitely villainizes him. Definitely. Yeah, she seems very bitter. She just seems like mad at the world. But bitch, when she had that snake in the jar, that's when I was like, bro, you are weird. Weird, because I haven't really watched her. I've seen her like come on the panel. I was like punching the air when she was on the panel with Ernie and Tiffany. She just, I don't like. Remember, I was in that chat and I'm like, how in the fuck have you all been able to deal with this shit for 5 years? Her just like playing in y'all's face like it's a joke or a game or something. Just dancing around the questions, dancing around, I mean, good Lord. I don't know how y'all, I can see why this drove people nuts. He left. Oh, okay. So he left her. He said, I'm gone. We gone. I like snakes. I'm not afraid of snakes. It's only spiders. Riddle this, riddle that. It's frustrating. Interesting. I feel like there would be evidence of that if she was hit. And that one video that Killer Looks did where he made that whole diagram where he connected all the people and only one person hit straight to Summer was Damien. Remember that diagram? DNA would definitely, and like blood and, you know, not if they move the body, but there would, I don't know. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Yeah. He thinks outside the box, but I love that. He thinks outside the box for real. That diagram was pretty damn brilliant, if you ask me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. There's so many theories, so much stuff. And yes, yeah. The whole thing with the dogs bothers me. The whole thing with the dogs bothers me too. But wouldn't you think that it would be over with by now? Did anyone ever question him? I don't know. I just find it very strange that the dogs were nowhere to be found on that day. That's very weird. Like, there were like a bunch of dogs that gone. That's weird. Yeah. Also, ours. I think more will be revealed. More will be revealed. I think the new sheriff coming in is going to be a game changer. I don't know if it's going to be game changing for the worse or the better, but it's going to be a game changer. It's just going to be a new person in charge. I definitely agree with Fred about, you know, starting from the bottom again, and let's just freaking, I say polygraph everything. Polygraph everything. Polygraph. Yeah, just. I hope that, yeah, I really hope that something huge beef roast that the dogs were probably off eating. What? Jeez. I'll watch that. This is so interesting. Like, it's just so crazy, this whole thing. Definitely, Kathy, you said, like, law enforcement just dropped the whole ball. Whole entire ball. Anyway, what is Mama Teabags talking about? Is she over there screaming and yelling? What's she doing? She can't be happy with like me not going back and forth with her. Is she dragging me? Katie! They're changing uniforms. Interesting. Sure. Okay. And if the guy says that he's willing to talk to whoever, like, that's good news. She's talking about how I shared my nudes with all the men on YouTube. Yeah. That is so correct. They are obsessed with me. I share, yes, everyone has seen all my nudes in the whole YouTube. All of them, there are nudes everywhere. Unless they already know and they're still working. Yeah, maybe. They just lie to lie. Like, that is their content. Let's just lie on Katie. Let's lie on Katie. Just lie and lie. Like, if you have to lie to like get above, or lie to like think you're winning, you're the most delusional person ever. No one cares. No one cares. You're too invested if you're going to lie. Parents should be screaming from the rooftop. Yeah. All the men have seen my nudes. Every man, Mr. Nobody has seen my nudes. Everybody. Fred McCoy has seen my nudes. Surprise. Bitch, get the fuck out of here. Nudes. Anyway, I'm going to get off of here, y'all. Constance has seen my nudes. Yes. Kathy's seen my nudes. They are in her closet. Okay? Yeah, I'm going to get off of here. Hopefully Fred... Yeah, she's like disgusting. Disgusting. Yes, they're pinned to the wall in the closet. And so like basically to wrap it up, Fred, you need to stay in your own lane, bro. You really just like go do your work on your own. Don't try to follow Ernie around. You are going to fail miserably trying to get all these different content creators to come together, because they all, like, a lot of them hate each other. And in my opinion, I feel like a lot of them are not qualified to even do what they do. Okay? For real. Be selective how you move around. Don't pretend like... I really think you already blew it with the whole recording people. Recording Candace is on. I don't know. You're working from a deficit, bruh. And you're going to get chewed up. So you better somehow put on your marine panties and work, because it's going to be wild, okay? Okay. Ernie's going to go live and rage. What's he raging about? What happened? You think so? I can't... Well, Well, he doesn't have power because the storm, y'all, remember? Nope, we haven't yet. I haven't. I haven't gotten the solar eclipse yet. But anyway, thanks for coming through, you guys. I will talk to you all later. Bye.